Hey, my peeps! Locking down the truth with Marci Lock. So a couple of people this week in my mastermind were kind of stuck on the same thing, and it brought up this thought for me. First off, I want you to consider this, or to know this truth, okay? When you go to the pearly gates of heaven, or, if you're on your way to hell, that might be a different story, but when you get up to those pearly gates, I'm pretty damn sure God is not going to say, "Why the hell were you not Moses? Why weren't you like Moses? Why weren't you like Moses?" In fact, I'm pretty damn sure, well, instead what he's going to say is, "Why weren't you fully you? Why weren't you fully Marci? Why weren't you fully name here?" Because you are so fucking unique. You are 37.2 trillion cells of you. That is nothing like anyone else. I'm talking like 37.2 trillion unique cells. Did you know that even 2 of your fingerprints aren't the same? That no one in the whole entire universe, world, planet has the same fingerprint. That's how unique you are. And yet, what do? Is we live in some crazy ass world where we think that we should be like each other. How well is that story working for y'all? Not very well, I'm assuming. For me, I'm imagining, because for me it didn't work very well to try to be like everyone else. It only works out perfectly for me to be me. I am the only fucking Marci Lock. I am the only divine goddess of greatness called Marci Lock. And I'm my own pure awesomeness, and you are your own pure awesomeness. And comparison is the thief of all joy. You trying to be like me is insanity. Me trying to be like you is insanity. And even as I had a lot of people go through my programs, and especially a lot of I'll coach a lot of coaches, and then they start to use my same lingo and Rockin Body of health and all these things, and I'm like, awesome, because guess what? I'm like, you go, baby, you go, because I know that's something new that you've learned, and you find your own way of teaching based on what you know and your genius with those expressions. Like, it all comes from God. And yet, I know no one can ever be me. So there is no fear or worry, or everything is just alignment to who I know that I am. And when I'm in that alignment of the divine goddess, daughter of God that I am, the perfect creator that I am, and I'm just showing up as me, and I'm my authentic self, all I draw to me are the people who are badass and love me. So I'm going to share a quick little story that just came up as a thought process to reflect this. I remember being at an event in LA, and I wasn't speaking. Most of the time I'm usually at events for speaking, and I just was there to participate with a couple of my friends that were speakers that I speak with, and we went to this event. And every time music came on, I'm in the back doing my little thing. I'm like jamming. I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. I choose happy because I can. And I remember for 2 days straight, all these people kept coming up to me and saying "I just wanted to meet you because you're so high energy and you're so happy." And I'm like, awesome, great to meet you too. Well, I have this lady come up to me and say, "I had to come up and meet you because for the past 2 days, I realized I've been judging you. I've been judging you because I want to be you." Because for the past 2 days, she's watching me saying, "You crazy." She's dancing, and she's high energy, and she's this, out there. And she said, "I realized I was judging you because I want to be you, because I want to be someone who's happy and high energy and connecting with people and making people feel good just to have contact with them." And she's like, "But I realized I was too afraid that I'd get judged." So she and I sit down. That happened to be the VIP luncheon that was just about to go on. So she and I sit down. I'm in high heels, business dress. I'm breaking into her shit because this is what I do. And one of my friends as a speaker comes up, and he's messing, and he keeps coming over and poking, and he doesn't realize I'm in this with her. So I get up and I put him on, I literally pick him up on my shoulders. I'm in high heels, business attire, and I walk him out of this beautiful dressed up VIP luncheon and walk him out of the room. Now, I come walking back in, and to my surprise, all these people are like, "Chaw, did you see that chick? She just picked up that dude on her shoulders and took him out of the room." And they come running up, and all these guys and these people just line up. They're like, "Can you do that to me? Can you do that to me?" I'm like, "Sure." So I start picking up one dude after another across my shoulders, doing squats with them, just holding them up. They're taking pictures. They thought it was hilarious. And what I want you to take in is, in that environment, there's this beautiful, gorgeous VIP luncheon going on. And in that environment, do you think there was some people maybe in the room having lunch that were like, "That's crazy. She crazy. That crazy chick. That's so unprofessional." And given, their projections, their judgments, their things, their stories, I'm a mirror for them, just like I was a mirror for her. And yet I'm sure that was probably going on. But guess what? I didn't see it. I didn't fucking see it. all I saw was the people who ran up to me and said, that's badass and cool and you're awesome and I love you. And I'm like, awesome, sure, love to get to know you too. So when you are living as your authentic true self, when you are being your 37.2 trillion cells that is uniquely you, guess what you draw to you? You draw the awesomeness that wants to be surrounded by you. When you're not your authentic self, guess what you draw to you? You draw on the bullshit that loves you for the mask that you live in, and then you deal with bullshit. So choose to be your awesomeness. You are your amazing, divine, unique self that no one else can be. And again, comparison is the thief of all joy. So take that in. Choose to be your awesomeness. I love you. Power choice is yours. Choose your best life. Lock it down.